in the airtime here, just remember everybody when AJ gets to the ask your question stage of the AMA, please raise your hand, and then I'll go ahead and send you a DM so that you'll know that you're up next to speak, and then I'll unmute you. Thanks.
Perfect. Thanks, Bull. All right, guys, we should be live over on YouTube. Again, if you're on Telegram, like Bull said, raise your hand. We'll put you in the queue. If you're on YouTube, feel free to type your comment or question in the chat, and we will get to it. So, all right, welcome everyone. This is our live daily AMA and Detonator rollover on EMP.Money. I'm going to go ahead and jump right in. Let me pull up Detonator. And again, another glorious day in the EMP ecosystem. Alright, here she is in all her glory. Detonator. Again, this is our crown jewel of EMP. This is our daily ROI contract. So, you deposit your LP tokens. We transact in LP tokens. That's half EMP, half Ethereum. You deposit those. That locks up a lot of liquidity for the protocol, and you're able to earn 365% on your investment. So your investment is locked up. You no longer have access to those funds, but you then get about 1% a day from that until you reach 365%. Again, we don't guarantee the percentage per day, but we do guarantee the 365%. Some days it's more than 1% a day, sometimes it's a little bit less. But as long as you're compounding more than you're claiming, you can keep up with that ratio. And the contract is continuing to be extremely bullish. Yesterday we had over 1,000 LP enter the protocol in the last 10 minutes, and today is looking healthy as well. Again, the price of ETH is way down considering, but we're still at just about $3.8 million US in the contract. And the dollar value is great to track, but again, the numbers that you really want to be focused on is the actual LP themselves. So again, because once ETH goes to new all-time highs, at the end of the year, the dollar value could literally be double or triple just on the price appreciation alone. And that's why it's so powerful that we're pegged to Ethereum. Again, for those of you that are new, this is an algorithmic pegged project, also known as a seigniorage protocol, where we are pegged mathematically, as well as through our liquidity, to actual Ethereum. So it's BEP20 ETH, which is the Binance Smart Chain version of Ethereum. It's backed one for one with real Ethereum by Binance, and you're able to, again, have exposure without all the fees associated with mainnet Ethereum. So, yeah, I mean, we're looking great. Again, just to recap, we're at 41,091 LP. We should see all-time highs in that again today. We had a few. It looks like one sniper. We may have even had two snipers. I need to look on chain, but we're already at 97 LP. We'll see if that holds up for the largest depositor. Again, we say snipers. That is a slang for the largest depositor of the day. So we give away 1% of our protocol earnings every day to the largest depositor of the day, and 1% to a random lottery winner of the day. So our platform is a lossless platform, which means the lottery, again, you get credit for your deposit no matter what. The lottery is just the icing on the cake. So again, you get one ticket for every 0.15 LP that you deposit, and one ticket for every 0.12 LP that you compound. So that's why, again, you're always incentivized to compound to get credit for those tickets, and you could win up to $38,000. We give away, again, that amount times 2 every single day. So one for the largest prize and one for the lottery prize. So again, almost 80 grand we're giving away every single day. And then if you are the winner of either of those prizes, you do not get that reward immediately, which is great for the protocol. It's great for all of us that are in the protocol, because you can't dump those rewards on our heads. But you actually, it's great for the investor as well, because you're able to ROI on that winning. So again, 40 grand turns into, well over 120 by the time you ROI. So yeah, that's again a little bit of overview. We have about 4 minutes left. I'll do a 1 minute countdown. Make sure you're claiming or compounding last minute. Again, a great strategy is to compound about 5 days a week and claim 2 days a week, or compound 6 days a week and claim 1 day a week. And that's a way to do responsible profit taking. Keep our protocol healthy, the pool balance growing, and also ensure that you never hit your max payout. Because if you just were to claim every day, you could do that, but you will be diluting yourself based on your pool share, and you will eventually hit your maximum payout, which again, once you hit that, then you get 365% back, then you're no longer eligible to earn until you deposit more. So, alright, Bull, was that a good overview? My co-host, Bull, are you there, brother?
Oh man, that was incredible, AJ.
Awesome, bro.
And yeah, I wanted to say one thing about the lottery, because there was some talk about it in the channel today about missing out on that last few, like a few hours because of the rollover time. Just keep in mind, even if you miss 3 hours, 6 hours, whatever, you are still getting credit for that the next day. You're just extended your your ROI out another 6 hours or 3 hours or whatever it was that you missed. So you're not losing that. You're just extending your timeout. So when these big rewards come in the last minutes or the last hour, whenever they come in, you're still going to be rewarded with that, even if you didn't compound on that particular day within those windows. The contract is built in such a fantastic way that you're still going to benefit from the growth of the contract. It's just that you're going to miss out on those few hours that particular day. So you're never going to miss out. The most you're ever going to be out is 23 hours and 59 minutes, right? And 59 seconds. But the reality is if you miss a couple hours, it doesn't matter, because that's just a couple more hours. And I look at it as, if you miss 3 hours in the course of this whole thing, you 3 hours paid you 3.65x on your investment. So I mean, that's a pretty fantastic opportunity.
Yeah, no
That's it.
doubt. Yeah, Bull, that's a great point. So, again, just to recap on that, everybody kind of gets caught up on the min-maxing of, claiming at the or compounding at the very last second of the contract rollover. And yeah, I mean, you can try to do that if you're available, go for it. But if not, those rewards, like Bill said, they end up going into the contract anyway, and that's really bullish for the longevity of the contract, and you're still able to ROI regardless if you get those last minute rewards. So, all right, awesome. We're under a minute. Get ready, guys. Again, good luck to all of you. Record number of people on the live stream today, 63 participants. Again, happy to have all of you here, and we'll get right into all the big updates after this countdown. So, all right, here we go. 41,228 LP in the protocol, and in the full balance. And let's see if we get a snipe. 97.34 is the leader. Here we go, 20 seconds. Good luck, everyone. 15 seconds. Here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 117 came in 0. Let's see, will that hold up? My UI is lagging. There it is, 117. Is that going to take it?
207.
I think I heard a 207. Let's see. Let the contract update.
207, AJ.
Alright, Bull. Thanks, brother. Wow, that was a triple snipe right there at the last minute. Let me go ahead and refresh. Alright, so it looks like we had a 97, a 107, and a 207, or I might be rounding off there, but so yeah, that's amazing. And again, a triple snipe like that, even though, man, you think, wow, somebody just deposited 207 and they won 418. Well, the reason that we again, with the gamification, we're able to encourage that volume last minute, and those rewards with those multiple snipes actually pay out the winning. So again, another incredible day. We're up over about 800 LP in the last 10 minutes, and we're at all-time highs yet again. So again, not in dollar value, just because ETH has had a major pullback, but the pool balance is now 41,889 LP and 2,066 participants, and we get to do it all over again tomorrow. So again, congrats if you are the winner. I'd love to have you jump on, and we're gonna get away from Detonator real fast because we have even more bullish news. Our staking contract to accept ETH is now open to the public. So let me pull that up.
Let's go.
Yeah, let's go. And the ETH is already flowing in. So right now we're at 287 ETH. Again, we were waiting. The last 3 days of this was open to our whitelist participants, but now it's open to the public. So again, if any of you are wanting to contribute to this, not financial advice, but it really is beneficial to the protocol by helping us deepen our liquidity and again help your bags if you're already in the protocol. And if you're not in the protocol and want to be a little more hands off, this is a great rate to earn as well. So by depositing your Ethereum, you're getting a 19% return on your ETH, so not dollar value, on ETH itself, and that's fixed. A lot of our competitors or other protocols, they offer a similar return on native to mainnet tokens, but it's a variable APR. So if it's a variable, you really can't count on that. It could drop at any minute. So we have a fixed return, and it's industry leading on what we're offering. So we're going to offer a total of 4 rounds. If you participate in all 4 rounds, the APY is literally 100%. So you can double your ETH in 1 year. So yeah, it's really bullish, and this is really powerful because what we do is we take this ETH, we pair it up with our own EMP that the Treasury owns, and then we're able to farm our own share tokens in the background, and that's basically where the money comes from, so to speak. But it's also great for the protocol because over time we're able to actually control the emissions of each share and rise the tide of all ships. So in the long run, it will actually be more APR in the farms through this, even though you may see a little bit of dilution, over the next few days while all this ETH comes in. In the next, weeks to a month, you're going to see some substantial APR increases. So, and there we are. We're over 300 ETH, 315 ETH, and climbing. So we'll have some YouTube coverage on this alone in the next few days, as well as some more banner ads. And this contract should grow substantially. Again, you have another 1 day and 23 hours and 56 minutes to contribute. So, Bull, you want to touch on this a little bit before we move on?
Yeah, of course, man. Everybody just keep in mind, right? Like AJ said, this is industry leading. It's not just, when he says industry, it's not just BSC, it's the entire crypto industry that these guys have brought us this contract that is in the, kind of in the back of the castle, if you will, protecting the treasury, which is going to help all of our bags. And we see the result of innovation here, right? If you look crypto wide, it's a bloody market out there, and very few protocols can say that they have something going good right now. There are a few, and kudos to all of those platforms that are doing well. I salute you. But keep in mind what's here. If we look, I haven't looked over everything in the industry, but eShares has to be the fastest growing asset in the last 30 days, bar none in the industry. And on top of that, it's you can use it to farm, and that's not telling you to jump into this. But the point is it's all of the different pieces in this protocol have served to enhance what's here and what's on top of this seigniorage project, right? It's everything here has added a bigger impact than just if these things were standing alone. And as AJ said, the detonator could be standalones. People have node contracts as standalone things. Now there's this ETH in, ETH out. These are all things that add a synergy into this system that create an incredible amount of value. And when you look at it, like, Voyager is paying something like 4% APR on ETH. If you put it in the staking contract, was somewhere between 2 and 8%, and that's been locked up quite a few times for quite a long time, as many people that put in can attest to. And so this is a 3-month window, right, where you can put it in and not literally, not just get 19% on your ETH, like a 19% growth in 3 months, but it's being wielded by the treasury to increase, the chances of price appreciation throughout the system and to defend the system. And that's the really important concept, is that it's being used to promote this system, to promote and protect and grow the health of the ecosystem so that everybody can benefit from it. And we've seen that since day one here. Everything that these guys and the team have brought to us has done its job at building our bags and building the community and building this ecosystem. So I look at this as another incredible tool in the toolkit that we have available to us. And not financial advice, but I know I'm jumping in here because I was a ding dong and forgot to whitelist. But the reality is I want to do everything to invest in my investment. That's it.
Awesome, Bull. Absolutely, guys. So yeah, again, this is the strategy behind the scenes of why we do what we do. We're fully transparent and open. It's not some smoke and mirrors trading bot or an arbitrage bot that all these other ridiculous projects claim they're doing in the background to produce your yield. We're telling you how the yield is being produced, and that simultaneously is bolstering our treasury, and again allowing us to have a large reserve moving forward. So and that way we're not forced to sell EMP or sell a lot of each share. We take profits responsibly and protect everybody's bag, because a lot of these other protocols, they're dumping their native asset to build their treasury. And again, that's just crazy. I mean, why would you do that? Like, it just doesn't make sense. It hurts everybody that's in the protocol to have that happen. So we're coming up with solutions to mitigate that and to be a win-win for everybody. So yeah, awesome. So all right, and each share.
Could I say one more thing, AJ?
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
Yeah, Bullard, go ahead, bro. Yep.
Thanks, man. Just about controlled inflation, because normally you say that at the beginning, and I wanted to say something about controlled inflation.
Yes.
And so a lot of people have that idea that inflation is a bad thing, right? And I think you've done a good job of explaining to people that inflation is a good thing when used responsibly. Just like profit taking here is a good thing when it's done responsibly. If we look at like how fortunate we are here at EMP to be here, number one, I always look at like just how lucky I am to be in crypto in general, but to be here when the market is so red and that the ecosystem is flourishing right now like crazy and growing and bringing in new members, and the TVL is growing. And if we just look at the state of the world in relation to the economies, everybody is suffering from inflation, right? Inflation. Some countries much, much worse, as Alex from Argentina has always so beautifully put, and how he manages that. But if we just look at how fortunate we are to be here and see our bags growing with as the result of inflation, it shows you that when done properly, that if you are an owner or a participant in the system that values like equality, you actually can see the benefit of inflation, and it done responsibly, and growth that is done, through innovation and integrity. Like, inflation isn't a bad thing, and we're seeing the results of that here. So just take a moment to kind of soak it in and realize, like, the beautiful thing that is here, and then appreciate, like, the people in your life. Like, spend a little bit on them, to show them, like, that you care. Your Mother's Day is coming up, so don't forget your moms, and any moms out there. And but truly, look at the kind of the blessing that we have here. And I don't throw the term around lightly, but just look at how fortunate we are, to be in a situation where the rest of the world is suffering from inflation, but we're actually benefiting from it. So yeah, that's it, man.
Absolutely,
That's
brother.
how.
Yeah, that's great, man. Preach, right? Right, Mike? Yeah, man, that was amazing. So, and it's true. I mean, again, that was the reason why the Select Six, the six founders, myself included, we wanted to create a project that really everybody can win. And I get that gets thrown around a lot with other projects, where everybody wins. But our everybody wins is based on actual math. I mean, again, like Bill said, through controlled inflation and responsible inflation, everybody in the protocol is a recipient of that inflation. It's not a central bank. It's not a government. It's not somebody that just gets to print money whenever they feel like it. It's a really controlled environment based on math, and the numbers don't lie. So yeah, I mean, we and that's why, again, everybody that's here is winning. I mean, again, not financial advice, but I would bet to say 90% of everybody on this phone call that's been in the protocol more than 2 weeks has seen a significant gain in their holdings, and that's with the market, being really uncertain, and the volatility, and all of the above. So yeah, awesome, great recap. I know Crypto Mike, you there, bro? You want to say anything? Go ahead, brother. One of our other team members. Yeah. Oh, maybe not. I put him on the spot. I don't know if he's around now. Alright, if you want to jump in later, Mike, let me know. So, alright, guys, I'm going to go ahead and pull up my desktop, and we'll go over some news, and then we'll open it up to questions. So, give me 1 minute. Alright, I got rid of the background music too. I had on YouTube we had some background music going, but I heard it might have been distracting. So let me know if you guys prefer a little bit of that ambient music, or just my lovely voice. Alright, alright, let me get in some updates real fast, and then we'll open it up to questions. So again, we touched on it a little bit, or a lot of this already, but I just want to go over our recent post. Alright, so again, the market has been extremely unstable over the last 12 hours. ETH had a really hard pullback, as well as Bitcoin, but the ETH dominance is remarkable. I mean, that's why we're so bullish on ETH. Bitcoin is the big daddy, but ETH has a lot more upside potential, and also has a little bit of resilience when the market does pull back, because ETH is the money of the internet. So again, there's a lot of people that's transacting in ETH. Yeah, the transaction fees are high, but again, DeFi lives on ETH, and there's people using it every single day. And again, that's why we're also bullish on ETH here. And even if you're not an ETH maxi, you're still exposed to the price appreciation, rather than us being pegged to a stable token. Again, having exposure just multiplies your gains, and even when we have pullbacks, yeah, the dollar value drops, but overall you're still maintaining your LP positions, and when that dollar value goes back up again, you see exponential growth. So again, I just want to make a comment about how resilient we are. PEG is unbelievably strong. Again, we've been over PEG for the last 28 days. I think we've only been below PEG for 2 or 3 epochs in the last 48 days. So it's getting to the point where we've been above peg longer than we've been below peg since the creation of the protocol. So that's pretty amazing. Again, really healthy. Even with the pullback on ETH, we have over $20 million in total liquidity. That number is going to continue to grow, especially with the ETH staking protocol. And once we get to about 30 million, 32 million in liquidity, then we'll see a lot more doors open to us as well. So deep liquidity is very important. Again, we've touched on it briefly, but I'll go over it real fast. So the more liquidity we have, that's like a giant whale call in the ecosystem. So, and what I mean by that is, larger players that want to get in and out of projects, they look for large liquidity because, they don't want to get into a project and then hurt themselves by buying and shooting the price up, and then by selling, they encounter a lot of slippage. So having large liquidity is really helpful for the growth of the protocol, and it's also really helpful for PEG. So again, people that aren't educated or are bad actors that want to just dump EMP, if we have a large liquidity pool, those dumps really become less and less of a problem in regards to PEG. So again, that's why it's really important to have large liquidity, and we're doing that. And then another fun little fact, ETH shares are now more expensive than actual ETH. So I thought that was a pretty funny comparison. So again, over the last 12 hours, we've hit 50 million TVL, and that's with Ethereum bleeding out. So we've launched our celebratory giveaway. We'll be giving away 10,000 EMP. There's a link on our Discord and our Twitter and our Telegram of the how to enter. It will be a sweep widget, which is a bunch of little tasks that you can do to get more entries into that contest. And again, that's a great way to help us grow without costing any money. Again, it's a great way to help support your own bags by doing all the things we ask in that giveaway. So and then the last thing was our staking contract. Again, we are now open to the public. No more whitelists. So as long as you have ETH to contribute, you're more than welcome to do so. We've also renewed some of our contracts with Zen Sports and the other esport streamers. So one of the games specifically that we're partnering with is Splinterland. So it's not an official partnership yet, but that ecosystem is very healthy, and we're doing sponsored tournaments over there, and we'll have a lot more news in regards to Splinterlands as we move forward. So, and then last but not least, we have a lot more YouTube coverage coming. James Pelton will be doing a dedicated video tomorrow. SK Crypto K did a video yesterday. We've had about 4 or 5 new EMP videos released in the last 4 or 5 hours. So again, we're full on our YouTube marketing as well. So alright, that's all the updates. Now I'll open it up to questions. Bull, do we have anybody ready?
There is nobody ready. But where's Crypto Mike? I see his mic is open.
What's up, guys?
Oh, there he is. Sorry, Mike.
You got
on the spot.
Yeah, it's all good. Yeah, don't mention Crypto Mike's YouTube video. Why do that? Right? Who's this? No,
yeah, bro. Go for it, man. You're on, bro.
No, I'm kidding. No, let's unmute Jesse. He's got a question. Jesse, what's up? You are unmuted, Jesse.
Okay, am I good?
You're good, brother.
Good,
what's up,
bro.
man?
Yeah. What's going on?
What's going on?
Since you guys are bringing up the social media thing, I just real quick want to say, I didn't have Medium. You know what I'm saying? Somebody in the chat posted an article, Medium or whatever. I download it, I follow it. I encourage, SK Crypto K does a video, Crypto Pride does a video. You know what I'm saying? It's important as a community that we go and like and follow this stuff. It helps the algorithm, and it's really important and that we do this. It's a way we can participate as non-content creators. because everybody knows that this is the first project I ever got into. Big shout out to Crypto Mike. The first video I started doing, searching DeFi videos, and I had a video pop up from Crypto Mike, and it was addressing a problem, but the way he conducted himself and so address the problem head on, you can just see he's a real genuine guy. And I never, without that algorithm and people liking it and having a big channel like he has, I wouldn't be in this community. This wouldn't be my first project. So it's important. You see it in the Telegram. It only takes a couple of seconds. Go there, like the video, follow the video. It's something that we can do as a community. I mean, obviously we don't have general next to our tag, but we're all part of the army. We're all in this family together. When the boardroom prints, we all eat together. So it's just something small. Take the time whenever you see something pop up in the Telegram or in the Discord. Even when we're doing the live AMAs, jump over to YouTube like that. You know what I'm saying? It helps with the algorithm. You never know it's going to come across somebody new and bring somebody like me in.
I love it. Absolutely.
Yeah, first of all, Jesse, thank you for the shout out and the love, bro. And I'm glad that you got that from the video. I always try to do videos where I am really trying to come from a neutral spot, right? Because if I do videos where I'm objective or, I'm biased, people feel that, man. Real recognizes real. That's why.
Yeah, Mike, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, look, obviously, coming into DeFi, you think that you're seeing a video about some kind of negativity. Somebody's going to run from that, but the genuine just comes off of you. I mean, anybody that hasn't checked out Crypto Mike's channel, I highly recommend. Go look at his videos, man. They're definitely worth the time. They're super informative, and like I said, he's here. He could tell you, man, he's a super genuine guy.
No, I appreciate that, man. And I know who I am. I know where my heart is. I know those things. And, I don't have anything I don't need to prove anything to anyone. So when people came at me, not people. Well, I say people, certain people, they had their thoughts. But I know the real deal. I know AJ. I've met him. I'm face to face with the guy. I know Jake. I know Marty. I know Loon. I know the whole team. And so when I put those videos out, I had no doubt about what I was doing because I believe what I believe because I know it to be true. But what you said was really important because it's not about me. It's about the ecosystem. And, man, SK Crypto K, there's so many other YouTubers I'm not going to be able to get to right now. But, like, what you said about the community being able to go and participate right now, protect your bags, pump your bags, I'm going to tell you guys something that is a fact. YouTube is 80% of where people get their crypto knowledge. So if you go and like these videos, as little as you think, just go 5 videos a day, go like them. I'm telling you, it really does make a difference. And I'm not saying that don't even like my shit. I don't care. But other people
like his shit. Don't listen to him. Like his shit. Don't listen to him.
I appreciate it. But I'm really just trying to say, like, in honesty, like, we have to really do a better job at sharing these videos because I see some that are released from new YouTubers and they're not getting the love that they need to get. Like, there's some new YouTubers out there that are doing an excellent job covering EMP right now. And as a community, we do have to step it up and recognize that, you know what, they're representing for us. So watch the video and give them feedback. That's another thing I will say. Give some constructive criticism, okay? And like, even for me, like, please do that. I tend to ramble too much. There's a lot of things I need to get better at, but like, in general, I think that what we can do as a community better is the social media aspect. I look at the Twitter posts, and this is another thing. I look at the Twitter posts. They should have way more retweets, way more comments, way more likes. And I'm just saying, in general, I think the community could be doing a little better of a job in that aspect. And that's the only thing that I would say, because if we did as much in the social side as we do in the Telegram, like, the Telegram is on fire. Like, the memes are out of control.
I agree.
You know what I mean?
And it's important. Yeah. Listen, and another thing too is it's important. Tell people to come to the AMA because this is where this information is at. I mean, obviously, somebody could.
That is a good feedback right there, bro. Yeah.
Yeah, but well, because this is where we really get down. This is really where we become family, and we got I guess like 4,000 something members here in the TG, but you know, we don't get that kind of turnout in the Telegram. I mean, in the AMA, and you know, a lot of people are asleep during this time, other side of the world and stuff. But you know, encourage people to come, even if you type it in every day. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of people in the Telegram that never come to the AMAs, and this information is good for us to spread. I mean, even if we got to type it every day, somebody just pop one of the generals. You know what I'm saying? Just you know, put it in there. You know, just shoot out an invite, because you know, I think once people do get in here, it's infectious. You want to be in here. You know what I'm saying? I want to hear that shit that Bull's talking. I love to hear my boy AJ get excited. You know what I mean? Like, you know,
This is where the
anytime I
alpha
get a
is
chance
given.
to come, this is where it's given. I mean, this is where the
You're right.
community's really built.
So
It's
as
the
a
cornerstone.
content creator, bro, what we need to do better, what I need to do better, and anyone else making content, is focus on funneling people to the right space. And that would be honestly what people get hooked on is lottery, getting involved with the detonator. The lottery is a big one, really pushing that. The single staking ETH now, and of course, getting people into this Telegram, because we know this is where the alpha is given. And we have prizes. You know, we have a giveaway that we just did, or I think we're in the middle of. I'm not sure, one or the other. But like, you know, really being on top of not just reviewing the project and being like, this is cool, but really funneling people. Here's where you want to go, and this is why. So I'll do a better job there, bro. That's great feedback. And in fact, you just kind of opened my eyes to that. Like, that's something I need to work on as a content creator when I'm doing videos for EMP. So good stuff.
Yeah, and just real quick, man. Like I said, this is my first DeFi project, and you know, that video that I seen from you is what brought me here. So just I want to give you a personal thank you from me, and you know, I'm always going to do the best I can to support this project and support the Select Six and the team, man, because I know I got the love behind me. I mean, I know you guys is genuine, it's there, and I always do my best to you know, bring as many people in as I possibly can. You know, so real
Guys,
quick,
genuine
reiterate.
respect. I appreciate that, man.
Absolutely. And to reiterate one more time, you know what I'm saying? If you see something pop up in the TG, someone posted a video, something like that, and then, you know, people like Kurt, you know what I'm saying? I think he started his YouTube journey here. If somebody in our community is trying to launch something, you know, we got to get behind them. We're all in this together. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, you help the algorithms. It brings people here that didn't know about it. And, you know, it helps all of us. I mean, in the end, that small moment of your time boosts the algorithm. You know what I'm saying? It could really make a difference in the size. You know, we want to bring the whales in. So, you know, that's all I got. And, you know, I just thought that was important to put out there. Take the couple of moments. You see the Medium, a YouTube video. Take the couple seconds, like it, follow it. Whenever we go live every day or whatever, go to the YouTube channel, because a lot of us jump in here from Telegram. Go to the YouTube channel and click that like. The algorithm is important. All right,
Thank you,
and then, you
Jesse.
know, again, AJ, you know, I already love you.
No doubt,
Bull, my
Jesse.
boy,
Love you too, bro.
Crypto Mike, yeah, and the whole community, man. And shout out to LA, man. I really enjoyed that article. It was a really good, easy read, super informative. All right.
Word. Thank you, Jesse. Awesome, bro. Always happy to have you on here preaching the good word, man. So, yeah, absolutely. And again, guys, he's 100% right. I mean, you know, how easy is it to just like a YouTube video and give, you know, a sentence of encouragement or constructive feedback? I mean,
Speaking of that,
yeah,
AJ,
yeah,
speaking
bro.
of that, the video should have 60 likes right now.
Yeah.
Everyone in here, go like the YouTube video going live right now.
There you go. Perfect. The proof's in the pudding. So yeah, and again, Mike's been killing it. Mike, thank you for all you do. I know the last 5 videos Mike has done has been majority EMP. Again, as a team member, you know you expect that, but again, he give credit where credit is due. Mike and Stephanie literally did the entire academy from the ground up, and now we see other projects that are literally, you know, foaming at the mouth to do their own academies. And we started that, man. Again, I mean, not to be cocky, but show me other crypto projects that have done a full online course about their protocol. There are none. So again, we're innovating, and Mike and Stephanie, you guys were at the forefront of that. And one more shout out as far as YouTube goes. Again, we mentioned James Felton, we mentioned SK Crypto K, but also shout out to Jonathan Seller, man. Jonathan is another amazing, supportive person in our community. He was out of town, out of the country actually, for the last like 2 or 3 weeks. So he hasn't been around much, but we're gonna do another AMA with him specifically. And to Jesse's point, this is a really great example. So there's community members that may build their entire YouTube around EMP. That's kind of what happened with Jonathan. He built his entire YouTube around Drip, and that community rallied behind him, and then now he has one of the largest or fastest growing DeFi channels in all of crypto. Imagine if we can do that with EMP. Kurt's a good example. Any of these up and comers that want to do an entire channel around EMP, we help them grow, and in turn it grows the entire ecosystem. So yeah, that was fire. All that was great info. Thanks, Jesse, for jumping on. And yeah, Mike, anything else you want to add, Mike?
No, I think that at this point, looking at what Jonathan did, we talk every day, man. And Jonathan is just a good friend of mine now, and we're looking at working on some other things together. But I think that in general, what I like about the YouTubers that are coming out like Jonathan right now, there's a couple others actually in different projects, and I won't shout them out right now because we're talking about EMP, but what I like about these new YouTubers is that they're coming from a place of total, I don't really give a crap about growing my numbers. I just want to be real. And even when I started my channel, I recognized the fault was that I was sort of shilling projects that I was hype about and that I thought were really good, and some of them worked out, and we saw 100x from a couple of them. But in general, if I could go back, it would be more about teaching, more about educating, and more about sort of just not caring so much, and I think that's the way to go. I think that you earn people's respect when you are subjective in a good way. So even if you have questions about EMP, even if you're questioning things, even if you're but have some ground to stand on. What Jonathan did was he saw things that were happening in a community that was already well established before he got there. And he knows that. And there were a lot of people frustrated with Drip. And he capitalized on the fact that he was not afraid to speak the truth, because everyone else was kind of afraid because they had bags, because whatever, they want to protect themselves, which makes sense. But you got to be subjective. And so no matter what you end up doing online, whether it's Twitter, whether it's, IG, whatever it is, always be real, guys, because when you're not, people will just think you're a sellout, and they see through that shit. And someone like Jonathan will just run all over you because they're actually saying the truth about what's going on. What's beautiful about EMP, man, is that we just have the most incredible team, and I don't see anything getting in the way of this stellar performance that has been put on. And AJ's been spearheading it. Jake has been just, what a beast of an animal behind the scenes, behind the curtains, coming up with these incredible codes. The Detonator is pretty much Jake's baby from scratch, with a few ideas thrown in from the team. But we just have an amazing team. So that's a big, I always preach, put your money where the team is. So that's a huge deal. But at the end of the day, I think that more education, being real, being honest about the risks, because everything has risks. So be honest about it. You don't have to hide behind it, and attack the objections that people have on the project, on your chat. Attack them in your videos, in your content. Is EMP sustainable long term? Let's dive in and get to the bottom of it. Actually do that research. Actually put out the real numbers and the real data and the real stuff. Don't just say your opinion. Okay, put out what you find. That's what I love about Bull, is that he gets in this chat and he spits out data. He spits out the real numbers, and I love that when I hear people there's a few members that we have that are just very data driven, and I can appreciate that. You don't find that in a lot of communities. You really don't. You just find people that go, "This is going to the moon." Why? Oh, because I just love it. It's okay, we have no, there's no data behind what you're saying, and that's why they fall apart, But
so true, Mike. That's absolutely right.
Keep it real is a big thing, But anyone else have any questions? Yeah, of course, man.
Yeah.
Kirk is up, Andre. Speaking of the real Kirk.
Yeah, is it the real Kirk? Well, the real Kirk, please stand up. Yeah, go ahead, Kirk.
Let's go.
Hey, brother. Hey, I'm on my Mac tonight. Does this sound better?
Yeah, it does.
Way better.
Way better.
Way better, bro.
Oh, nice, nice. Yeah, I thought, well, heck, I'll just try this, and then you guys are spitting all this love for us little baby YouTubers.
Yeah.
Um, I just heard that and wanted to follow up and just say thanks to everybody in the community that has supported what I'm trying to do. And I just got to tell anybody that's thinking about it. I've never done anything like this in my life. And I thought hard about it. And at first I was really nervous about it because I thought, not doing them, but I thought, well, I don't want to step on the Academy and Crypto Mike and these guys with thousands of views. And what can I possibly offer, to help the community, right? But then I thought about it and I thought, no, you know what? I have a perspective that's different than them. And that perspective is somebody who came into this. You guys may remember my story. I mean, I found out about EMP the day before Detonator launched, and it's the first DeFi project I've ever been in. So, I'm totally spoiled.
Yeah, lucky you. Right?
Yeah, you are.
Lucky you, Kirk.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Good stuff.
Yeah, I'm totally spoiled, and I am so appreciative. And I thought, I can do something. I can make some videos that kind of go about it the way I have gone about it, learning on the job, so to speak, and just going, hey, these are the basics. Hopefully I'm not stepping on toes in the Academy. I don't want to do that. But at the same time, I'm like, well, I can put it in a different way. And it's always good to hear more than one person's take on something. And over time, I'm going to continue to do it. And I'm also going to continue to show how I'm planning on leaving the United States soon, next couple of years, and I'm going to show how I'm going to semi-retire on EMP. That's what my channel is going to be about. Okay. And over time, I believe that I'll be able to do that because I believe that I'll be talking about this in a year, in 2 years, and even in 5 years. So, that's where I'm going to head with the channel. And I just wanted to thank you guys. AJ, you just couldn't have been nicer when I told you I wanted to do it. And supportive, and everybody that's come and watched and commented in the chat and stuff on my channel has just been nothing but supportive. So anyway, I don't want to take up too much time, but just wanted to encourage anybody else that might be listening, and maybe making videos isn't your thing, but whatever it is, if you feel like you've got something of value or a different, unique perspective to look at for us, do it, whatever it is. And I know that we'll all appreciate it. So anyway, thanks again.
I want to support you. Can you send me your channel? I want to support you. When you say you don't want to step on anybody's toes, it's strength in numbers. That's what we have to realize. I'm going to speak for myself, but I don't think anybody here is, we want to support you because the more we support one another, the more we grow together, the more eyeballs we get on the protocol, we're all becoming successful together. So it's...
Yeah, but Stephanie, you know what I mean? It's this is so different. This community is so different. The initial fear was, oh, Stephanie or Crypto Mike, they're making these videos and they've worked so hard. Now, who am I just coming in and doing this? And you think that, but that's not how this community operates, right?
Yeah, not at all.
Everybody is supportive, not like, hey man, you're on my turf. That's not been my experience at all. So, that's the thing that I've loved to get my feet wet doing it, and then just find myself completely supported in doing it. So,
well,
killer, awesome guys. This was all about we grow as a community and we help each other, we support each other, and again, I know I say it almost every AMA, but I really think that is the cornerstone of the success that we've been having. Yeah, we have phenomenal economics, we have supportive team members, but at the end of the day, it's about this incredible community that has each other's backs and has the long-term vision. Again, 5-10 year plan, that's an eternity in crypto. And we have that on the radar. So awesome guys. All right, any other questions? I wanted to touch on one thing real fast. So I forgot to bring this up earlier. One of the best little bullet points was we are currently ranked number 23 in all of DeFi on Binance Smart Chain. and that's on everything. And then on DeFi alone, DeFi projects alone, we're number 6. So to even be included in the categories of PancakeSwap and 1inch, I mean these huge projects is just really humbling, and that's based on daily active users. And again, I mean that's another reason why Detonator is so amazing. Is it gives people a reason to come back to EMP every single day. And the more that EMP is on people's minds, the more willing they are to share it, the more invested they become, not only financially but emotionally. And that is super powerful. That was all done on purpose. Everybody says, man, the rollover sucks every day. Like, why can't it be automatic? And, everybody has a negative comment. But not a lot of people see, all the reasons why we do what we do. And again, I mean that's built in daily active volume on the website that will help with our ranking. That keeps EMP in everybody's mouth and on their mind and emotionally invested. Because again, 90% of crypto is based on emotions. I mean, we always say to take your emotions out of it, and those that are truly successful in crypto have mastered that, where they're not trading on emotion or investing on emotion. But a lot of us do. And again, I mean, when we're in crypto for the right reasons and we want to get behind projects, those emotions are very powerful. So again, that's all part of our game theory, and again, why we do what we do. So, all right, sorry for a little rant. I just want to go over all that. And all right, let's open it back up to questions. So, Bull, anything, brother?
Chris has his hands up. Chris Dugan. Hopefully I pronounced that properly. Go ahead, man. I just unmuted you, man.
Yeah, Chris.
Hey, good.
Hey, Chris. How are you, brother? Go ahead, man.
I'm doing pretty good. I was just listening to the voice chat and what you were just talking about. Y'all had accomplished on the BSC. Just wanted to tell you congratulations.
Thanks, brother.
I love and I hate the detonator at the same time. I now have an alarm clock that goes off on my phone every day.
Yes, sir.
To remind me. But I was on a call today, so even though I had the alarm, I still wasn't able to get it done.
No doubt, brother.
I missed it yesterday. If it makes you feel any better, brother, I missed the whole freaking day. So I realized it this morning. I was like, "Crap, that's a free day."
No, it's great. I mean, when you can bring your active users in like that every day, if they only got in the detonator, the more they come there and get tied to it like you're talking about, the more they're going to want to find out about the rest of the stuff that you're doing. So I thought that was a great idea.
Absolutely. Chris.
Why I say I love it.
Yep.
I love it and I hate it.
Yeah, the love-hate relationship, brother. Yeah, bro. No, we all have that. Again, like Mike said, even the core members, we forget to roll over. But that's the other beautiful part about it is, that's our contribution to everybody else. I mean, the day that you forget to claim or roll, those rewards just go right back into the protocol. And again, I know it's hard for people to really understand it, but you're not really losing out on funds because, again, the way it works is it's just you're losing out on the time. So you're still able to 365% ROI. It just extends that a day, or again, if you go on vacation, a week. But in the grand scheme of things, as long as you have a long-term horizon, then it's really just about creating that passive income anyway. So a day here, a day there, really doesn't hurt you too bad. So yeah, brother, appreciate the input.
No, when you're talking about it being a difference between 30 days from you get to the point where you want to actually be able to start claiming once or twice a week out of it. It's 30 days is not long in that big picture.
For sure.
And then, but it's the little, the lottery tickets too that I like.
Yeah, brother, no doubt.
Yeah.
Well, and that, again, there was some discussion yesterday. Once you have a big enough bag too, even on the days that you end up claiming, again, because we always suggest to take profits healthily, and we've seen that. I mean, you can see the detonator balance. There's no smoke and mirrors. It goes down. People are claiming. I mean, and that's what we want. And so with those lottery tickets, again, there was a discussion yesterday. You may want to listen to it, but that strategy of claiming 5 days and claiming 2 days and compounding 5 days, that was broken down into an hourly format. So as long as you're letting your rewards compound for about 18 hours, and then you claim the other 6, then you're actually still able to get tickets every single day. And again, it doesn't hurt the protocol. So yeah, that was a great. Bull, I don't know if you want to elaborate on that, but you talked about it yesterday a little bit.
I have a big mouth. I talk about a lot of things. What in precisely?
Yeah, about applying the responsible claiming strategy of
Oh,
5
sure,
2,
sure,
but doing it on
sure.
a daily basis, based on
Yep,
hours, so you always get
sure, sure,
tickets.
sure.
Yep, go ahead.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. So if now this is more beneficial for a larger bag, but instead of claiming 2 days a week or 1 day a week, you actually can break it up so that you compound 16 hours out of the day, and then that last 8 hours you could hit claim. And so that would that is precisely 66 and 33, but so it's fairly close. But like you can find a ratio that works for you, and your particular deposit, or your principal amount that you have deposited, because number one, like when you're in the detonator, you do want to try to get those lottery tickets, because as we've seen, those lottery tickets being redeemed are increasing day after day after day. So me personally, that's my most important goal inside the detonator, is to make sure I'm maximizing my tickets opportunities. And as I told Couch, I'll keep compounding for at least a year. So, but that being said, right, like you could theoretically look at it and say, okay, well, I'm going to claim the last 4 hours of the day, and then right before the rollover, you could hit and claim on through a 4 hour section, and then that way you would be claiming 20% of the time, and you could take that out of the detonator and put it in the farm or in the auto compounder, like for instance at Beefy, which is a really good thing to do. And I know Couch does this every day. He puts that last part of his claim back into the auto compounder at Beefy, because what that's going to do is it's going to build up your EMP ETH LP position over time, and it's selling eShare and buying EMP ETH, and then rewarding you with that. So it's putting buy pressure all the time on EMP, which is really healthy for the ecosystem, and it's one of the things that is keeping us above peg so long too. And as that pool over there gets bigger and bigger, it's just another weapon that these guys have given us through this partnership with Beefy to protect the peg and keep that boardroom printing and the gifts, flying throughout the channel. And so hopefully I didn't get off on too much of a tangent, but yeah, certainly, it's your bag, so you do with it as you see, but you could claim just part of the day at the end there, and then take that paycheck every day, or do it once, just do the entire claim 1 day a week or 2 days a week. But feel free to DM me, and I can help you more like personally, just one-on-one, if that's helpful.
Yeah, Bull, also Randy is doing that too.
Oh, perfect. Yeah. So many helpful people here, so many great people. So really the sky's kind of the limit. And I think there's just fantastic community. Everybody on here, it's genuine, and nobody can say like that this is an unhelpful community, because that's the complete opposite. It's the best community around.
Yeah.
Alex was up. Go ahead. Sorry.
One of the things that I liked about that lottery ticket thing, especially, for people that are just getting started in some of these protocols, where they might not have that big of a bag, it just gives you sort of incentive to buy that ticket and increase your bag every single day, your deposit. And
Yes,
that people don't realize how much that'll grow over a year's time. doing,
Yeah.
$15 a day. That's uh, 2 cups of
Yeah, yeah.
coffee.
I mean, that is extreme. It's an extremely powerful thing, right? Because I know there have been a number of lottery winners that have followed that strategy of um, depositing, a certain amount of tickets like every day, and then just consistently trying to do that. And um, every day is independent of the next, but consistency is the key. This is an ROI platform, and consistency is going to pay off over time, just like it does in the real world. If you're doing the right thing consistently, your life is going to be better, and the consistency will pay off. Like I think tremendously here, and I'm sure there are a number of people that can attest to that. Since if they've been here since the start of the protocol, the last month, even we're just seeing amazing returns. But consistency, and that's what the team gives us, is the consistency and the tools to do that, and the reason, like you said, to set that alarm and get your butt out of bed. And then that's probably my ad-libbing a little bit there, but because that's what I do. I sleep on the couch outside my office, and I get my butt out of bed, and I click that compound button. So, but go ahead, Chris. I'm sorry if I cut you off, man.
No, you're fine. Yeah, and it's just like people going in a convenience store and buying scratch offs, or playing the lottery there. Except when you're doing this, you're increasing that deposit, and so it's a no lose whether you win the lottery or not that day.
100%, brother. Yep, and that's the goal, bro. And that's again why we specifically designed it. Detonator basically turns you into a diamond-handed participant by having paper hands. Like again, even if you can't control yourself and you get emotional, you want to dump one day, or you're new and maybe you just don't have the experience. As long as you're depositing, that $15 a day, that 0.15 LP, like you said, that the power of that, it's like a built-in savings account. I mean, what you're going to yield in a year, as long as you're consistent on that, is incredible. And like you said, the lottery, I mean, we give the same reward to all the whales that we give as a lottery, and that was really important to us, is to make sure that we mirror, that winning, and to the little guys as well. So it's an amazing way to come up, and we've had some community members that have had life-changing experiences by winning those lotteries. So yeah, Chris, absolutely, brother.
Y'all have a good night. I'm gonna get me some supper.
Hey, thanks, Chris. Alex was up next, AJ.
All right, awesome.
And then there's a question on YouTube I can read to you if you're
all right,
after Alex.
Hey guys.
Yeah, go ahead, Alex.
How are you doing?
Good, brother. How are you, my friend? Good to hear from you.
Thank you. I'm fine, thank you. Thank you all. How are you doing? Fine?
Yes, brother, no doubt. Another amazing day at EMP, brother. Hell yeah. So, what's up, man?
Yeah, of course. Okay. I have a question for you, AJ, but first I just wanted to contribute a little in the conversation you were having amongst each other here. And I wanted to say that I couldn't be happier of being here in EMP. It has really been an exceptional experience for me. I participated in an AMA a couple of days ago, the community AMA, and I shared my experience here with the guys, and I'm building my home here, right? I live in Argentina, so the power of crypto here is exponential because it's a cheap country if you have the ability to generate like a tier 1 currency, like US dollars. So I wanted to share with you this. I was like kind of running out of money for my project. So I stepped into EMP, and it has been a game changer for me because the project has been going well. And right now, I don't know how to thank you guys because, I'm being able to continue with the project thanks to EMP. So it's a very important thing to me, and I don't know how to thank you, So I'm here every day sharing with you, and it's been incredible, and it has been like fresh air breathed to me, because I was kind of a little worried. But right now I'm in a much better position. So when you say that it's life-changing money for somebody, I'm telling you that in my case, it really is. I'm not, someone who has told me it's. I'm just telling you that it has been.
That's amazing, Alex. Awesome, brother. Man, that is super inspiring, and it gets me really hyped up, man. And again, bro, you thank yourself, brother. I mean, you're the one that took the time to learn the protocol. You're the one that presses the buttons, under MetaMask. Like, that's the beauty of DeFi and crypto, and that's why we're all here. Again, we just put code out on the internet. It's up to all of you to make that decision to, get in the protocol, to learn, to believe. And that's why it's so sad, in the beginning, again, there were some people that really maybe fudded a lot of people out of their own bags, and why you really should never listen, to somebody on YouTube, or to, the guy at work that thinks crypto is stupid. Like, that it's up to you. It's your decision. It's your money. And that's really the amazing part about, again, DeFi, is that it gives the power to the people, and we're just happy to be here, brother. So that was an amazing comment, man. That makes me smile, brother.
Yeah. I couldn't. The minimum I could do is share with you this, and just to, a little experience from here, and just to let you know that you are really changing lives. So besides that, I just have another question, which I didn't quite really understand. It's about the new contract, right? The ETH that you are gathering are going to be paired with EMP and placed in the EMP ETH farm. Is that correct?
Yes, brother, absolutely. So, yeah.
Okay, just one thing. So you said a moment ago that the APR, would be a little diluted in the short term, but the APRs would be rising in the long term. So that's where I didn't understand exactly. If there's more liquidity in the pool, then the issuers minted would be distributed amongst more people. So that's what I wanted to ask you. I don't want to understand how the APRs are going to grow in a future.
Yeah, absolutely, brother. So, Jay, do you want to answer that, or you want me to dive in? I don't know.
Do you want me to jump in?
Yeah, I was going to give a little more clarity. Yeah, I'll answer that. And I was going to give a little more clarity, too, on kind of what the purpose and intention is behind the staking contract.
Perfect.
And kind of how the best, most simplest way to think about it is it's essentially leverage farming, right? So you're 2x leverage because you're using the Treasury's EMP to pair with your Ethereum to farm. Now, you might be asking why the APR is fixed. Now, that's just for a lot of safety measures so that we can guarantee this payout. And one of those safety measures is that if we get to the point where we can only pay out, or the breaking point where, which is really low. We did a ton of math, had a bunch of people looking at this, and it would have to be like EMP down to 0.5 PEG, right? Which we haven't seen since, I don't know if we've ever seen that actually. But at that point, it just automatically liquidates and pays out the investors. So relatively no risk. I don't want to say zero risk because it is crypto. There's always a possibility that the world could end tomorrow. But yeah, so kind of think of it like that. And the whole purpose for that fixed APR is, again, to guarantee that payout, but also because the Treasury is keeping some of those profits from the leverage farming, right? It's kind of like a efficiency fee that you can kind of think of from like Yield Wolf. Now, what is the Treasury doing with those funds? It's maintaining the health of the ecosystem. And one of that is maintaining the price of E-shares to maintain the daily APR within the farms, right? We don't want to see it drop too much because we don't want people to start pulling out and disincentivize liquidity providers. So that kind of fee, for lack of a better word, that goes to the Treasury from this leverage farming is used to support the price of E-shares, support the price of EMP, support the entire ecosystem. So really, it inadvertently is going back to benefit you. So you can kind of think about it like, yeah, you're getting, I shouldn't say only, you're getting 19% per quarter. That's a lot. 100% APY in a year on a blue chip, a stable coin. That's huge, right? Now, it's not only that, but also you're guaranteeing that the treasury is growing, which inadvertently benefits the entire ecosystem, right? Which helps pump your bag, for lack of a better word. It's going to help the price of eShare and help the price of EMP and help you and everyone grow. So that's how I would think about it, at least. AJ, I don't know if you wanted to add to that at all, but
no, Jake, that was an amazing breakdown, brother. Absolutely. So, and again, I think Alex, just to clarify one little more point of what you said was the APR in the farms is solely based on the price of eShare. So again, you touched on a little bit. Are we going to see more LP in the farm because of the treasury? Sure. And does that mean that the eShare is distributed amongst the larger pool? Yes, but as long as eShare maintains its value or goes up, which again over the long run, not financial advice, that's basically built in just based on the math alone, then you're actually going to get a higher APR in the farms than you are right now. So yeah, absolutely. Machu, you want to add anything, brother? You're another resident, one of our community members that's a really great mathematician. So yeah, go ahead, Machu. Oh, maybe not. Technical difficulties.
Okay,
Oh, all right.
that's fair
Yeah,
enough for me.
did
So
that help?
thank you very much.
Yeah, did that help,
Yeah, of
Alex?
course, of
Okay,
course.
brother. Yeah.
And just talking about e-shares, I'll tell you my experience. I started with heavy in e-shares because I knew it was very volatile, and when they came up to the 2500 range or the 3K range, and then there was the correction from the other day, I saw my, I mean, it was, I ended selling some e-shares and putting them in the EMP ETH farm because, I saw like the account go back and forth like
Yes.
thousands of thousands of dollars, and it was like a very, of course, I didn't sell any at the dip, but it was very hard to to digest. So I ended up selling some e-shares, and now I'm a little more off the risk because e-shares have the the ability to make you a lot of money, but you also have to digest when it comes down.
Absolutely, brother. Yeah, man. No, and that's the beauty of it. Like you said, you have to de-risk. Because as your bags grow, I mean, what an amazing problem to have. Like you build these incredible bags, and then now when there's any volatility in the market, you can see thousands of dollars of swings. So yeah, and again, the beauty of eShare is, you're more than welcome to take profit or reallocate. And it literally does not hurt the protocol. Again, over the long run. So yeah, I love it, man. That's exactly. Again, you're on it. You've done your due diligence. You've learned the system, and it sounds like you're playing the game optimally, so to speak. So awesome, Alex.
Yeah.
Anything else, brother? Yeah.
And yeah, and I've said it a couple of times, but you know that here, I mean, we have a tier 3 currency, so with more or less $800 per month, you can live a decent life. So the power of DeFi here is incredible, and the boardroom is printing to my account, so I can literally live a very good life with EMP. You know what I mean? I'm looking forward for retirement after I finish my current project of my home. But it's incredible. It's very. I think many people here are looking forward to retire in EMP. So you guys, we don't know how we are gonna thank you about this.
Absolutely, brother. Well, and again, man, that's the beauty of this. I mean, I know a lot of us that were in early have seen substantial gains, and those of you that are new, I mean, again, it is still so early. I mean, again, even at 50 million TVL, we can be in the hundreds of millions of TVL, and even the billions of TVL, and then just wait until we end up rolling out our collateralization. Again, we're working in the background right now as we speak with a very well-respected project. Again, some alpha for you. I'm not going to say what it is, but we're working on that now. And even if that falls through, we build our own collateralization platform where you can actually borrow against your LP positions and not even have to sell, your positions to be able to again, pay for whatever you want to do, or use that to hyper compound into more LP. I mean, again, we're just getting started. I mean, this is just to have people in the protocol for maybe 4 months. I know Alex has been here from pretty much the very beginning, but to already be
Day one.
yeah, day one, brother, hell yeah. So again, to already be able to think about responsibly taking profits. Even if it's 1% of your overall bag every day, that is very healthy for the protocol and can provide a living for you. I mean, my God, what else could we ask for? So I love it. So yeah, man, that's really really awesome. I appreciate your insight.
Okay. I thank you for the space and look forward to continue growing with you guys. So big hug to everyone.
Awesome, Alex. Hug back to you, brother. Thank you, my friend. Awesome, guys. And that could be you. Again, any of the newcomers that are here, again, we're still so early, and there's no reason that any of you that are getting in now don't have that same opportunity, that Alex had, a few months ago, because we are so early and our liquidity is really deep. I mean, again, I can't stress it enough how important that liquidity is because, you can make gains on paper. You can have a bag, of a token that has, 100 grand in liquidity, and you sell or you buy, and your bag, quadruples just on that alone. But then when you go to cash out, there's no funds in liquidity to even be able to cash out. So again, it's all paper money. But with a deep liquidity pool, then those gains can actually be realized, and that's why again, Detonator is so important too. With all the locked liquidity on Detonator, is that again, that is funds that will eventually be able to be withdrawn, and the larger that grows, the more sustainable and the more healthy it becomes. So again, liquidity is king, and that's another reason why we always preach going into EMP, LP, and to farm e-shares. So like Alex said, you have to have some big cojones to be able to participate in e-shares because they are so volatile. But if you're farming them instead of buying them, then it's basically just pure profit. So again, some more insight. But all right, awesome guys. Hey Jake, while you're on, brother, I don't want to put you on the spot. Do you have one more minute, Jake, or you gotta run, brother? Oh, I did. I put him on the spot. I don't know if he'll be available. But I can maybe comment on it as well. There was an exploit on Finance. We looked into it yesterday. I know I mentioned I was going to look into it on the AMA yesterday, and we're well aware of what happened to them. It was basically an exploit that had to do with their front end. So their hosting provider that hosts their website was compromised, and they were actually able to update the contracts to the actual page itself, and people were interacting with malicious code through the front end. So we're protected from that. Again, we have DNS blockers. DDoS monitoring. I mean, we feel like we're really prepared for that. So Jake, are you there, bro?
Yeah, hey, I can speak a
Yeah,
little bit
brother.
more on that. I did look into it.
Yeah, go ahead, brother. Sorry, I didn't want to put you on the spot. Go ahead, man.
Yeah, so it was like a DNS injection attack. They were able to, I'm not sure exactly how it works, but they were able to inject different scripts to be run once interacted with the UI. So instead of the actual scripts containing the legit contract addresses that you were supposed to be interacting with for their platform, they loaded their own custom scripts to where you were interacting with their malicious contract on the same platform. And That's only possible with like certain DNS setup issues. So if there's a lot of customization with their domain, or a lot of like subdomain linking, et cetera, that can present issues. And one of the most the easiest ways for this issue to come about is when people cheap out and get a domain or register a domain through a cheap domain provider. And that's usually including domain hosting as well on their servers without very much protection. So like I've known in the past people using cheap ones to remain anonymous, and they have a lot of security issues and don't have very much bandwidth in terms of users either. That's usually a telltale sign. I actually looked into this a few months ago because we were growing so fast, and just upgraded us to the premium package for our DNS hosting service and our DNS provider, which includes a whole bunch of like DDoS and as well as DNS protection. Primarily, I did this because of that, and also because our users and our daily users in particular were growing so fast that the requests to the blockchain were through the roof. So the more requests to the blockchain, the more network requests sent out, and the more the domain has to reload. So that's all squared away, and we're very well protected using one of the most common, I think Uniswap, I know at least PancakeSwap uses the same domain service provider and hosting service, so we should be squared away on all that.
Awesome. Thanks for the update, Jake. Again, guys, we're always big on transparency, and we're in the trenches just like you guys, so we're always looking at what happens to other projects, how we can learn from their mistakes, or build upon what they've done to do it better. I mean, we're nonstop. It's 20-hour days for all of us. So, and again, no expectation of profit from the work of others. We're just here to help our own bags. So, awesome. All right. Again, just want to go over that. And it's another really good, again, another great point of why, if you're going to be doing DeFi and you're going to be learning, again, do a deep dive, do your homework. I mean, when you're approving a contract and interacting with it, make sure, that is the actual contract. I know we all get lazy and just, when we're doing MetaMask transactions, we just approve it, we don't look. I mean, again, there's risk in that. So make sure you're always looking and the approval or the MetaMask transaction is actually what it says it is. So, all right, awesome. Any other questions, Bull? Was there any more, brother?
Yeah, there's three questions. And I'll read the one from YouTube here for you, and then Bobo was up. I don't see him around anymore. But if he's here, he's up next, and then Rob from 99 Ways is after that. So here's the question, AJ. It says, I am new to EMP. I have completed the Academy. Fantastic. Question: printing by being above peg seems easy when ETH is low. When ETH runs up, how hard will it be to stay above peg?
Okay, so yeah, being above peg and printing is not easy because 99% of all the other tomb forks have not been able to do that. I mean, again, I just recently saw one of another project actually reduced the ratio and the print rate. So they actually fixed their code to be able to lower the peg so that they could print. I mean, when you're doing that, it's basically just bailing water out of the ship at that point. But no, I mean, it's really, really difficult to maintain peg. So what we do is we have mechanisms like Detonator and nodes that really, soak up a lot of that circulating supply and dumping pressure on the native token so that we can maintain peg. And again, a big misconception is that peg has to do with the price of ETH, but that really is not the case. Peg is solely determined based on buying and selling volume. So I mean, if ETH goes down, then you do drift a little bit more over peg. And if ETH goes up, even if there's no buys or sells, you drift away from peg. And that's just based on the liquidity pair. But the actual math behind it is based on how much selling and how much buying there is on the native asset. So did that answer it, Bull? I don't know if I did a good job or not, but
Yeah, I think that's really well put. And I added a little bit of stuff earlier in the YouTube channel, so I think that's good.
okay, awesome. Yeah, and again, if I didn't, I'm happy to clarify. Just ask it again or in a different way. But all right, cool.
So Bobo was next, but I do not see him here anymore. So Rob from 99 Ways, are you still here?
Maybe, maybe not.
Okay.
All right, no worries.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, maybe it's a good opportunity in case the people haven't noticed the pin contest up in the channels to celebrate that 50 million TVL mark. I think you touched on it at the very beginning, but I don't know if you went into the contest at all. And I just scrolling through here, I saw that Demi was here, and I know Demi's in charge of that
Yeah, absolutely.
contest.
Demi, yeah, Demi, are you on, brother? I know you mentioned it a little bit yesterday, and now we're here, man. We hit 50 million TVL, so we're rolling out the contest a little bit sooner than anticipated, but that's a good problem to have. So, yeah, Demi, I don't want to put you on the spot again, but if you're here, maybe just talk about our contest a little bit. All right, he might be busy as well. So, yeah, I know it's... there he is. Demi, go ahead, bro.
Yeah, the contest is pretty much just to get the word out and grow our social medias and pretty much just expand our community even more.
Perfect, brother. And yeah, it's through Sweep widget, correct? Where you have to do kind of a bunch of different tasks, right?
Yes, so you're just going to have a few variations that you can choose from after you enter your BSC address, and you can choose what you want to do at that point. Sorry, I was trying to book another YouTuber for us right now.
Nice, man. Yeah, bro. I know. Again, I know we're on completely different time zones, so this is in the middle of the workday for Demi. He's been busting his ass. So yeah, we're reaching out to other YouTubers and trying to get the ball rolling on that. But yeah, so again, that's just kind of the breakdown. It's a great way to help us again continue our domination when it comes to Twitter and again, all the other Twitter sphere. Again, you get credit for liking our Twitter. You get credit for going to the Discord. And again, we're giving away 10,000 EMP. So again, that's about $7,500 in EMP. So it's very our way of giving back and again rewarding such a huge milestone of 50 million TVL, and that's only the beginning. I mean, my God, we're set for a great path moving forward. So, all right, awesome. Bull, anything else, brother?
I don't see anything, but I think that's the fastest ever to 50 million TVL for an algo project.
Yeah, bro. I mean, again, I'd love to have some hard facts. I mean, I'm all about transparency, so if anybody can call me out on that, I'm more than happy to hear it. But I know we're probably in the top 5 of every Tomb Fork ever created as far as how far above PEG and how long PEG we've been printing. And again, I'm almost positive we're the second largest and as far as liquidity goes of any Tomb Fork out there. Tomb itself has about 100 million in liquidity, and again, they're almost a year older than we are. So I would think that we could grow and get to that point faster than they did. So again, I think that we're set up really well. Again, BSC has a much larger market share. And I think we're positioning ourselves well, and we're exposed to ETH. Again, the number two blue chip, the people's money. It could not be any more bullish. So.
Hey, AJ.
Yeah. Hey, brother. Go ahead.
I'm sorry, Bull. I'm sorry. No, I just one quick thing. I was wanted to say that, of course, I have most of my respects for Tomb. It was the first algo project.
Absolutely.
But right now, unfortunately, Phantom is having a hard time. And well, I think, in my humble opinion, that it's a matter of time until EMP flips Tomb. And of course, also today, I was talking with Joe that ETH had a little less pullback than BTC, that Bitcoin. So, in my opinion, we will be there in a short term, in a short period of time. We will flip Tomb again, with my most respects to them.
Absolutely, brother. I couldn't have said it better myself. Again, we give credit where credit is due. Shout out to the forefathers of what we've done. I mean, we are a fork of Tomb, but again, I mean, we've implemented a lot of changes. So it's not just a copy and paste job. We've improved on the economics. We've improved on the community. We've improved on the token that we're actually pegged with. Again, we're better in almost every aspect that I can think of, other than being a billionaire. I'm not quite a billionaire. I know the rest of the team is not quite a billionaire. But again, I mean, what do they say? Many hands make light work. So, as long as the community is behind us and we're, supporting the project, then having that, billionaire status is not far off. Because, again, the treasury will be there. And the treasury, and this is a good analogy. I know Bull's all about analogies. So with this ETH staking contract, the treasury can become, our Harry Yao, and he's the billionaire behind Phantom, or Tomb rather. And the treasury can act like that, and supporting buybacks and keeping us above peg. I mean, again, it takes a lot of capital to sustain that. And I think people underestimate the amount of capital and resources that it takes to pull off a project. So, more mad respect to Harry. I mean, he pulled Tomb out of the gutter in the beginning, and my hat's off to him. But I think that we're on track to compete, if not overtake, and that's a beautiful thing. So, awesome.
And it's more fair that it's done by math, not by a person's decision to lift it one way or another.
Absolutely.
The treasury is going to operate, independently of what we all think, but in response to the way that these guys have the contracts programmed, so to speak, with the algorithms, instead of it just being a billionaire does this or that, and that's no shade thrown at him, but that is the fact.
100%. Yep. And again, the ETH staking contract is all trustless. It's a smart contract that Jake has built from the ground up, and we have a bunch of levers that we can pull. Again, depending on whether eShare goes down, we maybe allocate a little more to eShare. But it is all a smart contract. It's again, nobody, no guy in the basement, moving funds around, or like I said earlier, some smoke and mirrors of some random trading bot that's delivering these returns. I mean, we're doing it by participating in our own economy, and again, that's what we built here. We have built an economy. It's amazing. So awesome. All right, Bill. I think that was it, then, man. Is that it?
LA had her hand raised up. I unmuted her before you saw it. I was super quick.
All right, I always have time for LA. So, LA, go ahead.
Hey, what's up?
How are you?
Good. I just wanted to say hey and just let you know I'm so super pumped about this new contract that you guys are launching. After transcribing the calls from the last few days and just hearing you describe it, I'm a few separate times today.
Yeah.
And just hearing all those details, and getting to hear all the intricate things that I may have missed when we were on the AMAs. It's just so incredible, and I'm so pumped for what it's going to do for the protocol. So I just wanted to let everyone know I'm going to be getting an article out about it up on Medium either tonight or early tomorrow morning. I'm just working on writing that right now. So I just wanted to say a big thank you to everyone who supported the first article and followed the page and put likes and everything on it. I think that's awesome, just like how much everyone in this community supports everyone and how much everyone cares about uplifting the project. I have a goal of having more subscribers on there than a lot of the other projects, and most of them only have like 200 or 300. So I feel like we could do that by the end of the weekend. So let's do that. I think that'd be a cool goal to hit. So I'm going to post it when I put the next article out and let y'all know.
All right, awesome, LA. I could not agree more. Again, you're killing it for us. Transcribing all of these, voice messages and AMAs into actual articles. It got. I know last night it may have got. We've had so much bullish news in the last 24 hours that the Telegram and the Discord are just on fire with all these announcements. So it may have gotten lost in the sauce. So I'll make sure that we pin that link again when you release the new article. Jake is trying to incorporate it on the website. Again, our website's getting really cluttered. We're in the process of launching the new UI that will solve all of the problems. But in the meantime, we'll have a link in the docs area of the website for those that, again, may not, there could be a pretty good majority of people that don't listen to the AMAs. They're not part of crypto Twitter. They're not part of Discord. And it's important that we have that info on the actual website because, again, maybe they're not native speakers. Maybe they, again, are not involved in these ancillary communities. We want to have an option for them to learn about the protocol and to know the right strategy. So that's why Medium is really, really powerful. Again, and not to mention ranking and the SEO end of things. But yeah, please go show some love to LA and the Medium. And yeah, I think, again, if we can't get to 200-300 members on that, then we're doing something wrong. So again, our Discord is over 3,000 members now. Telegram is over 4,000. So we're really starting to expand and grow in a very healthy manner as well. So awesome, LA. Anything else?
No, that's it. Thanks.
All right, killer. Well, thank you again for all your hard work. So, all right, I think that's it. I think we're gonna wrap it up. Bull, anybody else? One more last minute, or are we good?
I think we're good. I just want to point out that the community has put in 80 ETH so far, so in the last 90 minutes. So pretty awesome.
Yeah,
Great job, everybody.
Yeah, no doubt. I was going to mention that again, over 330 ETH in the staking contract. Again, just absolutely incredible. And please consider contributing. Again, maybe a way to de-risk. We never suggest, again, liquidating your positions that you have. But if you have some ETH laying around, and again, you want a very low risk option, then this could be a great thing for you. And we have plans. This was the first round. We wanted to get it out there. Again, it would be great to hit our 2,000 ETH cap, but we specifically made that really high just to be protected. But my point is that in round number 2, we're really going to start going after the ETH mainnet. Again, whether we have to introduce our own bridge or have another front end for ETH mainnet users, there's a lot of money on ETH that we think we can bring over and attract those investors to get into EMP without going full cross-chain. So again, just some more alpha for all of you. So all right, I think that will wrap it up. I do not think I will be available tomorrow for tomorrow's AMA. Again, I want to make sure I was on here today because the staking contract is now open to the public. But the rest of the team and the community will be on the AMA tomorrow night, and then I'll be back this weekend. Again, the staking contract deposit window ends on Saturday. So again, about 24 or more than that, 46 hours from now. So I'll be on to do the AMA when that wraps up. So again, you have some more time, bridge over some ETH, put it in that, and then get ready for the future. So not financial advice, of course. But all right, everybody. Again, another amazing day. EMP is just continuing to kill it while the market is uncertain and going down. We're maintaining or even going up. So everything is looking very healthy. All right. Again, appreciate all of you. Good night. Good day. We'll see you tomorrow.